Do we have to... this is so boring. I feel like just booting up Fortnite and playing a game while I wait. Or no, okay, we're going to go. Never mind. We're going to start. Okay, so let's play knight f3. Let's play b3, bishop b2. Again, this is 3-0. You guys, this is not like... This is 3-0, I believe, so I actually do need to move quickly in these games. Indexing might be the future. Indexing already is the future. It's not that it might be the future. It just is the future. Because play bishop a3, try to... Okay, he plays bishop f8. Let's just castle. Oh, I should have taken so he can't castle, but whatever. I guess I'll play b4, queen b3. Indexing already is the future. Like, I mean, stock picking is not in vogue for sure. Plays a5. And play b5. I think I'll play b5, c5, queen b2. Of course, like the money that I trade with is just money in a normal account. It's not my retirement account. All my retirement money is in index funds. Play bishop c2. I'm gonna play knight b1, knight c3. Okay, he thinks he's clever with queen b4, but I just go rook b1. Okay, now the problem here is how do I take advantage of this? Play queen c3. I really want to... I want to play rook a1 here. I think I'm going to sack a pawn with queen c1 and knight b1 at some point. Okay, play knight g4, so I'm going to go knight b1 here. Rook guys, since I shared my winner, I figured it's only fair to share a loser too. Yeah, it's tough. Markets are really rough these days. Intel had a huge day for me. I own a lot of shares in Intel, and they were up 7%. BHC, my biggest holding, also had a big day, up like 4 or 5%. I don't know where they closed, but they were up big at some point today too. And now I go knight f4, put pressure on the pawn. I think this is really bad for black. Something's going to collapse here on the king side. Knight takes g6. If rook g6, just bishop f5. He goes knight e4. I've got f3 here. And he goes knight g3. I think I can just go knight e5 though, or he's got c3. c3, queen b3 maybe. So he's going to take. I take. So I guess I take here. So he's got queen e4. No, queen e4, I just play queen c3. Oh shoot, did I just blunder? Oh no, I just blundered. Just blundered d4. Oh shoot. Let's go rook e1, d4, I have f3. A little bit dicey. Thank you, McKay Keck, for the 5 months. Thank you so much. I am way up on the clock, which is important here. So I have to play f3 to close the diagonal here. There's queen e5. I can play queen c2. I might be able to play knight d3. Queen d1 looks good because c2 just queen d2. Or queen d3. Oh, queen d3. So if queen c3, I just take the pawn. And now I go knight e2. If I get knight d4, and I should just be winning here. Which I think I will get in now. So, rook c1 is fine. Knight d4 maybe. Rook c1 looks safe though. I'm way up on the clock too, which is a big advantage. Okay, not knight f4. I guess just rook f2. Just takes. He plays rook c7. I just play queen f4. Hit the pawn. Hit the rook. Check, and now I just win. Thank you, Lord No Skill, for the 7 months. Thank you to Lonoman for the 5 months. Probably e4 next. Oh, that's just a free piece. Okay, so we're up 1-0. Play knight f6. It's pretty hilarious, actually. I lost 44. I just realized I lost 40 plus points in the event. I lost 40 points despite having a pretty decent event. That's pretty funny that I lost 40 points. Plays knight 2. I'll just play b6, bishop b7. Knight h5 makes sense. Just hit the bishop on g3. First to how many points? I think it is 3. It's best of 5, so it should be first to 3, I think. I had queen c7, which was also good. I'm going to play queen c7, put pressure on the pawn. Takes on d5, so I can definitely take on h2. I can also just take the pawn on d5 as well. Okay, let's see. So I play bishop h2, king moves, rook d8, g3. It's a sharp, but I'm going to go for it. Because he can't take the pawns of rook d3. If g3, I've got like knight d5 maybe. You can also take and take. Okay, let's play queen b8. Thank you, KPV14, for the sub with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. He does play g3, so I'll take. He'll take. He'll definitely take. I've got knight d5. I've got bishop a6 also. I feel like I should have enough compensation, which is why I'm going for this line. Let's knit with only one needle. Okay. Okay, I can play knight d5, I guess. Got issues knight e3, bishop a6. A lot of problems with these knights. Knight e4, I think I have queen h4, and again, this e3 pawn is a huge weakness for white. Okay, does play knight e4, let's make a check. Gotta go like king g1, and then bishop a6. Very, very dangerous for white. If queen h2, we just trade, and then go knight e3, and then I'm gonna win material. That's now bishop a6, of course, to put pressure on the knight. I've got f5 coming as well. Okay, queen e7, of course. Again, a lot of issues for white here in the center. I've also got f5, f4 coming as well. Goes knight f2. Okay, I can... Well, now I can just play check and win this pawn on e3. So this looks terrible for white. I think I just take. Queen h6 is playable. Again, white has huge issues with the diagonal. He also can't move the knight now because it's pinned. Does find rook c3, which is a good move. So I'll play queen f6. Hit the rook. If I take, he's got queen e3. Wow. Okay, Guess I'll just play knight d5 then. Rook d2 looks fine. He can't take, so I take. And rook c8, I just come back. Rook e2 should be playable. I guess just h6 should be fine. Guess queen e5, just force pieces off the board. I gave him knight f4, that was careless, but I still have rook d2. Maybe queen b2. Put pressure on the knight. Just take. Got f5 here. Also bishop e4, but I think rook d5 looks fine. Oh, I blundered that. Whoops. He doesn't have any time, so I mean, this is already over. All right, we're up 2-0. One more to go. I think it's best of 5, right? Knight c3, knight f3. Plays g6, let's take. Play knight e5. Without increment, yeah, without increment is pretty rough for chess sweeps. I believe is Dennis Boros, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Dennis Boros. Just take and castle. Little castle. Play like knight a4. I think it's Dennis Boros, if I'm not mistaken. I think now bishop f4 to hit the rook. I've got c3 coming if rook b4 because it protects the pawn, and it would hit the rook. Just c3. Oh, I've got bishop a6, which I just realized. Okay, and he sees it, unfortunately. So now I go a3. I'll play b4. If e5, I think I can... Well, I could take. Oh, or... Misplayed this. I'll just go bishop e3. Oh, I hung a pawn. What am I doing? If I'll take with the pawn, I'll just chuck a pawn and go back to f4 here. His structure is pretty bad. Okay, I can take... Or... Don't like what I've done to this position. I'll just play knight c5 and queen d2. Or a... Not what I wanted. No, I misplayed this terribly. I have to put the rook on f2 and pray, basically. If I can get knight b3, I've got chances, I guess. If I hit the pawn on d4. Still feels really, really bad somehow. Okay, but now he gives me a... Wait, no, I just take and pray. This is pretty terrible for me. Oh, he's also got h3. Ah, gross. Why is Boris under an American flag? He's Hungarian. I think he plays for the US now. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure he plays for Hungary now. There might be a mate here that I'm missing. Hopefully there isn't, but there could be. Danny lost a game. By Danny, you mean Daniel Naroditsky? Who is Daniel playing? He's playing... Okay. I don't see a mate. My king looks safe. Okay, plays bishop e6. So he wants to play for d4. Guess I can play like rook g2, d4, king a4. I mean, I'm trying to get a sack in here on g6 if I can. Okay, he falls right into it. And now this is just game over pretty much. Maybe not. He's still got some check. Actually, if I take, he's got queen d1, queen b3, and he can make a draw. So I'm going to play for the win with b5 here. It's probably not advisable, but I don't think I can really lose here. And he's low on time, so I'm going to go for it. Okay, unfortunately sees it, but I can still start pushing this bad boy up the board. And he's got issues stopping this passed pawn. Thank you, Nicholas Stojan, for the 5 months. I mean, he's really just... I mean, Okay, plays queen e3. Now here, if I take, I might be actually winning. I think I am winning. Okay, I think this should be winning because I can go king b6 and a5. And a6, a7, I think is almost unstoppable here. Yeah, it's just winning because bishop c7, king a7, and queen. Yeah, sorry, Nicola. Thank you for the for the tier 3 sub. My mistake. Sorry about that. Okay, just take. Now I plop the bishop on e4, and that's all she wrote. All right, and that's another win, 3-0. So that should be that is my match 3-0. So on to the semifinals now, which should be against. If I look at the, let me pull up the page again. It's too small on OBS. Let's see. Ali Rez is going to win. Oh, I'm in the bracket with Dania. Okay, so I'm playing Dan. Okay, which is nice actually. It's nice to potentially avoid Farouj until the final. Okay, let's see. So Dania, he's playing, right? Okay, so Dania is black against Indian Lad. He's got some slight issues here on the king side that could actually be very serious. Okay, you can't take. Probably rook g2 looks like a good move here to put pressure and then threaten like queen h5. Probably rook g1. Rook g1 looks... Oh, does he have rook b2 here? He's got a trick, I think, with queen b6. Yeah, he's got a trick here. Still not clear, though. You get, like... king c2, queen g1, but this should be winning for black. Queen g2, queen e4. Yeah, it should just be winning. Thank you, Nicholas Stojan, for the 1,000 bits. I think white can maybe take. If you trade and go e5, is this actually winning for black? I don't think this is. Because it's a 2v2, this is a draw. Daniel misplayed this, it's just a draw. Wow. You can't go g5 because takes h4, g6, h3, g7, h2, g8 would be a queen. That was a big miss by Daniel there. He probably should have won that game. But the show must go on. JR Capablanc says, I just passed a bar exam. How do you feel about giving us a bomb cloud in your next game? This kind of is not like just playing Arena Kings regularly, so I can't really do that. If I was up 2-0 against Boros, maybe I could get away with it. Maybe. But there's no way I'll be doing it against Daniel in the next game. At 2.5 each, I think there's a tiebreaker. Do I think Daniel or the Indian player is better? I mean, if Daniel's playing at his absolute best, Daniel is definitely significantly stronger than Indian Lad. But Daniel has an ability to tilt. He's also generally not that stable, so it's kind of up in the air. And it's 1.5 each, so there's no guarantee in this match. Plays bishop e3. Black can play like c5. Bishop b7. Danny the Unstable. Yeah, he's of course a very strong player, but he does tilt unnecessarily. Who is Indian lad? It's not Veeded. It's Narayanan, I think. Narayanan. Yeah, Narayanan. Okay. But I think Daniel's gonna win this because he's got a pretty crushing position right now. I mean, really crushing. Like, great piece placement. Black's king is iffy. There are gonna be all kinds of sacks here. These rooks are not doing anything. White's just got the dream position here. Just total dream for White. Feels like there's got to be a sack coming at some point on g6 here. You can also just take a pawn as well. This is bishop c5. Yeah, that's just game over. Okay, now, I mean, anything wins. Queen g5 is good. Anything should be winning here for Naroditsky. Yeah, I mean, this just did not go well for Indian lad at all. So Daniel wins, unsurprisingly. Or no, sorry, he doesn't win. It's only 2.5, 1.5. Sorry, my bad. I thought that was the end of the match. Sorry, it's 2.5, 1.5. So it's must-win game for Narayanan with the white pieces in game 5. How untilted am I? I'm not tilted at all. I'm just chilling. Just chilling. Just chilling as I wait for the next game to start. That is one funky shirt. It's just a normal Hawaiian shirt. Meanwhile, Daniel's got a nice position in this first game. Knight d4 looks fine. Although takes knight e2 maybe is still a little bit unpleasant for white. Or for black, because you've got a slightly bad structure. Bishop f4, queen g3 is coming. I don't actually like what queen g3 here. Knight f4, knight... Ooh, this looks terrible for Daniel. e5 is coming as well. Daniel has not played this well. I work part-time at Trader Joe's, no, but I do like shopping at Trader... e5. Well, this game's going to a tiebreak. Wow. Not good, not good. Not good. Now Daniel's tilted. I wouldn't be shocked if he is. He's completely busted. Like bishop d6, he's just completely busted. Just castles. I mean, rook e1, knight f4. They're just over. It's like, yeah, nothing. Knight f4 now. Oh, queen g6 even. Yeah, brutal. Oh man, brutal, 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 brutal. So there are going to be more games then. King f7 was not ideal. That goes without saying. What does tilted mean? It means you're on tilt, like when you play poker, same thing. Tilt is a gentle version of stress? Pretty much. That's a pretty fair assessment. I would agree with that. Okay, next game between Daniel and SR Narayanan. Actually, what is the tiebreak if it's 2.5 each, you guys? Because I don't know. Is it just first person to win, or is it a best of 2? Oh, never mind. Oh, it's bullet. Oh, geez. So Daniel's a huge favorite then. Daniel should win this. He's a huge favorite. Huge favorite here. So it's first to win and it's bullet. So okay, so I need to make sure that I get my next 2 matches. If worst case 2.5, 2.5, because I should be a huge favorite in 1-1. Daniel should be a huge favorite here to win this. Huge favorite. Also, a very nice position to play here. B3, B4. Answer Nikolai. Did Nicola ask a question? Was there a question I missed? So, Dan is definitely a huge favorite here, but he's down on time. He's probably a little bit nervous here because he knows he should be a huge favorite. I mean, knight c6 is playable, but again, it's now you go like rook f8 and f5, f5, or queen d6 first, c6, f5. I don't like this at all for Dania. In fact, it's easier to play for black now with f5. Okay, queen b3, of course. Okay, g6, he's going to go f5, obviously. Very unpleasant position for Dania here, because black's got all the play. And of course, oh, he takes a draw? Oh, Dania is so lucky. The guy should never have taken the draw there. He was up 25 seconds on the clock. Wow, huge mistake there by Narayanan. Huge mistake taking the draw. He was up 27 seconds, and he was starting to take over the position. Huge mistake. Ouch. Ouch. That's just bad meta. That's really, really bad meta there. You can't take the draw there. H. Wilson7 says, hello, Hikaru. A Gadmator here. Oh, and meanwhile, you guys, I see it's still sunny out my window, but it's actually raining. It's like really raining despite being sunny outside. How bizarre. How bizarre. It's like, I just looked out and I'm like, wait, it's sunny, but it's like really pouring outside. Only in Florida. Only in Florida can it be sunny and raining really hard at the same time. And the question was, if I played Dan in a 12-game match, what would the score be? I'm guessing like 9-3. There is no rainbow, but it is really just downpouring and it's sunny. It's downpouring, but it's nice and sunny outside. Yeah, now I have to play How Bizarre. Yeah, I would say 8-4, 9-3-ish. Anyway, Gadmator is in the chat as well. Good to see a Gadmator, the one and only. The legend from YouTube, of course. Come to the UK that summer, but it's not usually sunny and raining. It's just like, it's cloudy and raining in the UK. That's the problem with the UK. If the weather wasn't so miserable in the UK, I totally could live there. I don't like Daniel playing f4 here. There are going to be some issues like knight b2, knight c4 maybe. Maybe knight c4 here, or bishop c4, also a good move. Still, this should be a draw with correct play, but Dania again is being like way too cautious here. Knight c4, slight issues here. I would not take the draw if I'm Narayanan. You play king c2, c3, b4. Very, very bad decision to take a draw here by Narayanan. I'm questioning whether he realizes what the format is, because he keeps taking draws in positions that he completely should not take draws in. He probably should have won both of those games as well. When the UK leaves the EU, we will be able to choose our own weather. That's a good one, Jumbo. That's a really good one. Choose your own weather. That's a good one. Choose your own... whoa, what's going on here? Okay, it's got knight d5, queen a5, knight c3. I feel like Daniel's going to finally break through here and win. Plays e5. Very sharp. He's moving quicker than Daniel, though. If you look at the clocks, every game, Daniel's down on the clock. The EU's weather machine is the only thing that keeps our tourism down. Yeah, indeed. That's Jesus. Shay Doc, you're insane. You're insane. The EU weather machine. Hey, when in doubt, always blame the EU for something. Okay, dc3, queen e3, bishop e7. This game again does not look good for Daniel. He's in trouble. Whoa, what is this? Just bishop e7 and rook d8? Daniel losing his mind. Queen d5, but king e8. This just looks terrible. I don't know what Daniel's doing. It's like every game is getting outplayed right now. Thank you, Tagbon, for gifting us up to Shay Doc. Knight e5 maybe? And knight f3? But he's up 40 seconds too. Like, this is crazy. Daniel's just moving too slowly. I think Daniel's just too nervous right now. Knight e5 and knight f3. Oh, man. He gets... But queen h7, there's queen g5, queen h6. Just queen f5 now? He's got queen h7? Check. What is Daniel doing? Bishop c5 is game over? Bishop c5 just wins. Now like queen c5 or queen f5. Rook e8, rook e8! He missed it, he had rook e8! He had rook e8! Oh, Daniel missed it, he had rook e8, knight g7, knight f5. Oh, Daniel. Oh, man. And he would have won the game probably if he had found rook e8. Somebody better not tell Daniel that he had rook e8. He had rook e8 there. He's going to be really mad. Just nobody tell Daniel about rook e8. Very, very sad. Sad for Daniel. Very, very sad. Very, very sad for Daniel. Very, very sad. Show him rook e8. Thank you, True Falls 3 for the sub with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. Thank you, Epop 22 for the 2 months. Thank you so much. Oh, somebody told him about rook e8. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Absolutely brutal. He would have probably won that game if he had found rook e8. Oh man, brutal, brutal, absolutely brutal. What would be more likely, Trump impeachment or Daniel finding rook e8? Oh, poor Daniel. Yeah, like rook e8 was just like, I mean, the thing is he was completely busted. So like for Narnia not to allow this, like this game is over here. To play queen f5 and allowing this brutal, brutal tactic. You can't take, of course, because the rook is pinned to the king. Like, so brutal. So brutal. And he would have won the game, I think, if he had found this. I think it's just completely winning for white. So brutal. Anyway, we're on to the next round where I'll be playing against Narayanan with oh well, the colors don't matter, but same best of 5 format, semifinals. All right, you guys. So next match should be starting very shortly, I do believe. Let's see. So we actually have the results. So I win my match 3-0. Narianon beats Naroditsky 4.5, 3.5. Lenderman beats Lujan 3.5, 2.5. Faruja beats Martinez 3-1. That's not surprising. So nothing really super surprising. Can I Blanc Cloud this guy? Definitely not. Okay, here we go. Let's play Knight F3. I guess I'll play E3 this game. Nice close. Thank you so much. Let's play C4. Play D4. Let's play a Slav here. Okay, I'll play H3. He'll take. I'll take. Play Queen E2. If takes, I just take back. Probably I'll play A3 at some point. E5 I can just take and take. So I'll just play A3. If he moves the bishop, I can maybe play C5 and F4. If he takes, I just take. I plays E5 here, which is interesting. I can take, but I don't want to move too slowly here. I think I'll just play bishop C2. If ED4, just like rook D4 or bishop D4. So he goes E4. I think I will play... I can play B3 here. I'm going to play B3. I don't know if it's right, but... Okay, let's see. So he's trying to bring the queen over. I'm going to play like rook E1 here. Plays H5. I always have F3 ideas. Don't really want to do it, though. I don't like my position either, so I'm going to take on D5 here. Takes, let's play rook C1. Probably I'm going to go like bishop D1 and bishop B4 at some point. Queen D2 should be fine. I'm going to go bishop D1 or bishop B2. Plays this, okay. I can play bishop D1. Yeah, I'm going to play bishop D1, bishop E2, and bishop B2. Or bishop B4 also seems fine. Play A4. Pre-move all the captures. He probably won't do it, but I'll pre-move them anyway. Plays knight F8. I can obviously take. I'll play bishop A3. He's going to try to bring the knight around to G5. And also play B4, B5. I think now I play B4 because now that he doesn't have a knight, he doesn't have a knight to put on C4. I'll take with a pawn. He'll take. I'll take. Plays rook C7. So I'll trade, play rook C1. Again, with only one knight on the board, all these sacks become very ineffective here. Whereas if he had another rook on the board, or he could maybe swing a rook over from C6, it would be easier to play. I think I can take. I can also play rook C5 or rook C3. But he wants to go rook A8, so I think it makes sense to trade and try to bring this bishop into F4 now. I also had bishop E7, maybe slightly more precise. Plays knight E6. Let's see, okay. I think bishop D1, he's got queen C4, so I don't want to do that. Let's play bishop E7 here, maybe. I'm down on the clock, actually, so I need to move quicker. Queen C7, I can take. I'm just going to bring my bishop back. I've got to move quicker. I'm moving way too slowly this game. So I'll play queen A3, try to cut him off. This guy's playing pretty well. Let's play queen B2. Hard to play this. Very, very hard to play this. I think I'm going to try to bring my bishop in here. Got queen B3. Yikes. Got to be careful here. Still probably better. I've got bishop E5, bishop E7 ideas. e7. Oh, but I gave him this pawn. I should not have given him this pawn. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna try f3 because I've got bishop e1. I'll just take. He'll take. Let's go king h2. If knight c3, I just take. Still a very tough position to play. Put the pressure on the pawn, queen c4. This is a mistake. Oh, he's got queen b5. He misses it. Okay. Now I just take, and now it's just winning. Oh, he's got this check. Checkmate. Okay, there we go. One up. Thank you, Alexander Botes, for the 13 months. Good streak, yo. Thank you so much. Let's play this. Play knight f6. Tough game, but it's still a win. He plays knight d2, so knight d4, of course. Bishop a4. Okay, I think c6 is playable. Castle is fine to just rook e8 and d5. I think bishop b6 is takes. I just go d5. Now g5 is probably playable here, so I'm going to go for it. Just take. Wow, he's going to go for this? Okay. Hard to believe that this works. I've got rook h8. Okay, I have king g6. Let's think about it. So if I play queen e7, he goes d4. Rook h8. Okay, king g6, h4, bishop g4, king g6, h4, bishop e6. I can also play like bishop d7 maybe. Let's go bishop d7. Thank you, Cantante80, for the tier 1 sub. Okay, now here I think I can just play queen e8, and this has to... I'm just up a piece here. He's got no f4 coming, knight h7. This looks really, really good for me. I mean, I guess he can try queen d2, but then just rook h8 even, and I'm just up a piece here. Let's just take. Okay, I think... Well, I can take on d4 for starters. Check, just king e7. If takes, I just take back. This should just be winning here. Plays rook e1. I mean, I can go king d8. I can also just play... f6 looks fine, too. I should just be winning here. Thank you, Bantam, for the 4 months. Thank you so much. Okay, takes. Now there's queen g6, and now I'm just up a clean piece. It's just completely winning. Wait, what? Takes? Rook e5 takes. Queen b7, bishop f2. He just resigns. Okay, we're up 2-0. Let's stick to the game plan. Let's play knight f3. Plays knight f6. Let's just keep going. Play c5. I'll just castle. Take the knight. Play knight c6. Or d5. Let's play c4 takes. Now that we're up 2-0, it's also important to try and just keep the game under control as well. Bishop a6 looks fine. Rook d1 looks good too. Oh, does he want some bishop f3 maybe? I can play knight a3. I can also play knight a3, a6, rook c1 looks interesting. But I do like bishop a6 here. If bishop f3, I will take... Actually, bishop f3 I can take with the queen, so he hangs a knight maybe. But I think I'll just take with the pawn if he takes. Let's play queen a6. If queen c2, I have rook d2 to support the bishop, and then my rook's not hanging either. So he goes knight c5. The queen c4 looks better, because now there are issues with his queen and knight. I think... Actually, knight c3 has got knight e4 maybe, but It's hard to believe this can be bad for me after queen e2. Like I said before, it's important once again to try and keep the game under control. I'm up 2-0. As long as I didn't do anything really stupid, it shouldn't be possible to lose. Now I can play bishop d4 if I want. I can play knight d2. I'm just going to play bishop d4. Knight e6. Okay, it goes knight e4. Let's play knight d2. Trade. We just trade. Rook c8. I think just queen d1 looks fine. So he takes. I'll take with the knight, obviously. Knight d5. Obviously, I can trade on g7. I'll just trade and play knight f3, I guess, looks fine. If trade, I just take. Okay, plays b4. That's not a free piece. Obviously, I will just take and play like... I guess I'll play h4. If knight c3, I have queen d4 check, and then I take the pawn on b4. I should have checked first, though, because now he gets queen c5. Well, I've got h5, knight c3, queen d3. That doesn't look right. Knight e5, knight c3, knight d7. No, knight e5 has got knight e3. What am I thinking? Okay, let's make a check. Oh, I just gave him knight c3. Very careless of me. Very, very careless. Okay, I guess, let's play queen b2. Misplaying this quite a bit now, but I still am probably okay after queen d2, because if queen d5 I can always trade and go knight d4, knight c6 and win pawns here. So I don't think a5 was precise there. Okay, let's make a I've got a4 here. He wants queen b1. I'll just play I've just got to move. I'm way down on the clock here. It's not going to cut it. Make a check. If queen f6, I just take a pawn. Plays f6. I can't play g4. Maybe queen a7. Made a real mess out of this game. What am I doing? Complete mess out of this. Let's see, 7 g4, knight d4. Maybe there's some draw here. I've got to go for it. Knight e2, I've got king f1. Check king h2. I can't go into 4. Let's try it. Maybe, is there check king h2? There's queen b5. Okay, draw. Whew. Tough draw. Now I've got draw odds. So now it's best of okay, he plays this one. Both lines are fine. I'm gonna play knight d4. Plays bishop a4. Okay, this one I'm just gonna trade. Plays gf3. Guess I'll play c6 and d6. Draw is fine, because now I just have to get a draw out of the next two. Just important not to lose that game. Really, really important not to lose that game. Now I can go knight h5 maybe. I think I will do it and just play like bishop e7. Bishop b4 maybe also makes sense, but this looks pretty reasonable. Maybe I should play bishop e6, take the double pawns. Yeah, I should actually take the double pawns because I've got rook f8 and he can't. His double pawns are going to become weak here. Okay, if I mean, it's hard to believe I can lose this after knight g3. Maybe I can, but it's hard to believe that this is losing with correct play, so I'll play f4, I'll take. Guess I'll play b6, just king f7 next move. Hard to believe that this can be losing for me, but I mean, just got to be responsible and play good moves. Probably at some point I should play h6 or h5 as well. Plays b4. That was a mistake by me to allow this. But I still should be fine because I can always play f5, h6. Okay, now he plays g4, or f4 I should say. Guess I'll play h5, f5, king f7, king e2. Now f5 looks pretty good. Yeah, let's go f5 here. I'll go king f3 and I'll play g6. Or I'll pre-move king f5. He won't take, obviously. Oh, he does. Wow. Okay, g6, support the pawn. Can play a5 here. But I don't like it, so I'm going to play rook a8. Just go king e6. He's going to go c4 at some point, I mean. Once again, hard to believe that this can be losing. Just go king f7. But now I think I can play a5, rook a5, and this should be a draw. If rook a1, I play b5. If he takes, I just play rook a5. If bishop e5, I can take. I can even just play bishop b6 or bishop d8. I'll pre-move. Okay, please. Bishop c5. I'm going to play a4. Of course, I'll take. But now I've got a pass pawn. He's going to get his own pass pawn. But again, this a3 looks good. He's got to go rook a2. Bishop d8. Bishop e7 is coming. Once again, really, there should be no way to lose this. Okay. Oh, whoops, did I misplay this? Okay, I guess I'll just make the draw then. This should be a pretty safe draw here. Because it's going to be 2 versus 1, so... I can just wait with my king here. King c8 maybe was more precise. But this is still a draw. Yeah, it's still a draw because I've got check and king d7. Yeah, this looks drawish. And there we go. And there's another draw. Good enough. No need to get insane. So, all right. So I think with that draw, I move on. I think that's it's the end of the match. So we win the match 3-1, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you, GM Naroditsky, for the raid with 145. Thank you so much for the raid. So yes, we're on to the finals, you guys, against against I assume Ali Reza. I don't know against who, but let's watch his game. So he is white here. He looks to be winning. This must be winning. King D4. Yeah, this must be. Yeah, this is just winning. Two on the king side. I mean, yeah, H4, H5, H6, H7, just winning. Thank you to GM Naroditsky for the 500 bits. Crush him. Thank you so much to the one and only Mr. Daniel Naroditsky. Thank you so much. All right, all right. The famous red vest. Sorry, you guys, the red vest is no more. As I said before, I had a nice bonfire last night. Went out to one of the local parks, had a nice little bonfire with a couple of friends, and I burned the vest. So, nope, no more vest, you guys. No more vest. Sorry. Okay, somehow Ali Reza has already got himself into quite a bit of trouble here. I thought knight b4 maybe was better. I feel like there's going to be some issue with bishop e4, a3, b4. Maybe even g4 here? What is this? What is this? There's like rook e8 and queen b5. You can't castle. What is this? Anyway, been over to the Hard Rock yet? Of course, I've been to the Hard Rock quite a few times. Now, white gets bishop c3, but again, I feel like it's a pawn, but it's not a good pawn, because white can't castle. Black does have a compromised pawn structure, which is an issue, but it feels like there should be a way for black to take advantage. He's going to go f4, obviously. Otherwise, black takes and takes. But it still feels like this should be good for black somehow. There should be a way to... Like, g5 is one way to try and simplify, but still, white gets king f2 and rook e1, and it's not completely clean. Okay, you can't play rook c3 here, because then there's gf6, so you take... Although, rook c3 and rook c2 is quite interesting, I must admit. Surprised that he didn't do that. Now king f2, and now white's better. King f2 and white's up a pawn, and definitely better. Black still has two bishops, so he's got good drawing chances, but probably a3, I would guess, here. Probably d4 at some point. Okay, plays bishop b2. Bishop c3. Ooh, wow, he takes? Now a4. I feel like black is completely equalized now. Rook b8, rook b3. No, this was not how I should have played this. Like bishop, I feel like there's got to be some way also to force opposite color bishops now with rook b1. Yeah, he's gonna. Of course, Ali Reza is not gonna miss it. And Ali Reza is down 10 seconds, but again, there's just no way he can lose this realistically. So you take. It's an a-pawn, wrong color queening square, which also means this is more likely to be drawn. I would have taken with the a-pawn there. Whoa! Thank you to Supercalifragilistic Chess for the 10,000 bits. Whoa, thank you so much to Supercalifragilisticchess. Thank you so much to Supercalifragilisticchess for the 1,000 bits. Oh, whoops, sorry. Did I open that in the wrong window? I did. Thank you for the 10,000 bits. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Supercalifragilisticchess. Much appreciated. Okay, this game's a draw, so Ali Reza does win. So I assume that means I'm going to play him in the final now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that should be the match, right? Yeah, so I'm going to play Ali Reza in the final. So one more to go, and then we finish with the with Fortnite as usual. Thank you, Belza sub 40 for gifting a sub to Supercalifragilisticchess. Thank you so much to Belza sub 40 for the gifted sub. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you, Chessbay, for gifting a tier 1 sub to Hop in the DeLorean. Thank you so much to Chessbay for the gifted sub. I have to put on the vest now. I don't have the vest. I told you guys I had a bonfire last night. Only in modern times, Super GM playing Fortnite. Yes. That vest was the that I like that. King Ghidorah says that vest was to vest what WeWork was to potential IPOs. Okay, here we go. Final begins now. So I'm getting 3 blacks, which is a little bit annoying. Play knight c6. Plays knight bd2, bishop b4, queen e2, h5, or f5 is also playable. Concentrate 100%. Do not mind us. Plays b3. Okay, I know bishop c4 is move. I think h5 is completely fine too. Okay, plays knight f3. I can take on c4 if h3 is correct. Queen d5 I know is a move here. I think queen d5 is actually the best move. Plays knight h4. Now I know g5 is also a move here. As is queen d1 and bishop e7. I think g5. Plays knight g2 now. I know knight h2 is a move here. What am I missing? As is queen e4. Queen e4, queen h. Okay, let's just go knight h2. Threatens mate, threatens this. Iranian mosquito, yes, indeed. Now I can play queen d1 here. Knight f1 looks fine. Let's see though. If I take and take, that's no good. I guess I should just. I mean, I can also play g4 here as well. I'm gonna play g4 maybe. Maybe it's got... Okay, he takes. So I can take, but I think I should just take the rook here. So he takes. This looks really, really bad for white. Like, I think... Okay, let's see. I can play rook d8. And also just take the pawn. So many options here, it's hard to figure out what's best, but I think I'll play rook d8 because it looks logical to take the d file. If bishop d4, I think I still have c5. Plays rook c1. Okay, I think queen e4. But I gave him queen f4. It's careless. Still queen d3 looks good. Thank you, Belsabub, for the tier 2 gifted sub. What's this? What? Oh, he's got queen b4. Oh, shoot. Completely missed queen b4. I guess queen e2 to hit the bishop. Bishop d5 is coming. This should still be winning, though. Queen c3, bishop d5. Really hard to see white surviving this. I think this is just winning. Yeah, I think this is just winning, you guys. So, looks like I should be up 1-0. Of course, it's the game's not over. Okay, he does resign. Okay. Let's play e4. Plays a6. Bishop d3. Now he plays b5. I know e5 is a move here, but actually it's kind of hard not to play it. Plays knight e8. I obviously have wait, knight g5? Oh, he's got knight c. Oh, this is this weird line. I confused my lines. This is not what I wanted to play. Oh well, we just keep the game going. I'll play knight d2. Just knight f3. Plays knight f6, okay. I'm just going to play knight f3. I'm down a pawn here, which is not really what I was looking for, but it's not too bad, I don't think. Whoa! Thank you, Super Califragilistic Chess, for gifting 100 subs to the community. Thank you so much to Super Califragilistic Chess for the 100 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Wow, really, really appreciate it. Super Califragilistic Chess. Thank you so much, my friend. Really, really appreciate it. Okay, now he plays bishop c4. I think queen d2 looks right, because if he takes, I can take with the knight. I'm hitting the bishop and the knight. So he plays bishop d5. Now I can take and play knight e6, which actually looks pretty good, so let's just do it. Queen e2, of course. Knight d5, I'll play g3, cut off knight f4. I mean, he's got b4, I guess, but still bishop b3, or c4 even. He does play... Oh, wait, c4, bishop b2? Okay, he does have an idea here. Let's see, if I play bishop b3, takes... Let's see, I feel like there should be something here. Actually, I'm just going to take. This makes more sense. Because if he takes with knight, I have rook e7. If he takes with pawn, bishop b3. If bishop b2, just rook e1. He plays c4. I don't really understand c4. Seems like a strange move. Not rook d1, obviously. Okay, if knight b4, just rook c1. Oh, but he's got d2, king g2. And I think I'm still okay. I don't see how he can protect the pawn. I mean, I guess he can take on b2. I can't take, so then he gets rook e8. So I probably takes and goes back to f6. Again, I can't really lose this though, which is good. Once again, very important to keep the keep everything within distance. Although I gave him a5, which was kind of silly. Okay, I'll fix the pawns maybe with a4. And I've got rook a6 at some point. I've also got rook e4. And now I think I play knight d2, knight e4. This makes a lot of sense here. Knight c4 is also a move. Okay, I think knight e4 or knight c4. Knight e4's got to be right. Knight's on a good square on e4. Okay, maybe rook c7, rook e5. Still tricky. Knight c3. Yeah, let's take all the risk out of the game here. Let's just make the draw. I'm up 1 point. Important to take all the risk out of the game. Although maybe I'm still slightly better actually, so maybe I shouldn't be playing for the draw. Yeah, let's see. Okay, still can't go rook f8 though. But I should definitely play for the flag here. Quick takes. Oh shoot, how do I give him that? Oh well, not quite enough. Close, but not quite enough. Happens. He had more time than I thought he had. When we reached the end game, he had 7.5 seconds. I thought he had less time. He had more time than I realized that he had. Oh shoot, he just played knight c3. Whoops. Okay, let's play. Okay, play knight d7, knight f8. Yeah, I thought he was at 4 seconds when we reached the end game, but he had 7.5. I just didn't realize that he had that much time. He had more time than I thought he had. I should have milked him for more at the start of the end game. I didn't milk him for enough there. That was my mistake. I didn't milk him enough. I could have milked him for much more before reaching the rook and pawn end game. That was my mistake, is that I didn't milk him. Okay, he plays f4, so I'll go knight e8, knight d6. Yeah, knight d6 looks fine. Okay, actually, knight d7 would hang a piece. That would be very bad, so let's play f6. Just knight d7. If f5, bishop f7. I'll prove with queen e6. Is he a cow? Is he a cow? That's not... I don't mean milk like that. Oh, that's just great. This is what chat devolves into. Excellent. Always exciting to see. Okay. Okay, takes with the queen. I think I'll play rook d8 here with bishop f7. Sorry, you guys, my bad. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. Plays f5. I should just go to f7 to keep the bishop on this diagonal. Always got h5 ideas. He plays b4, which is pretty bold. Now I'm going to go for it with h5. Plays e4. I can obviously take. b6 is not really. I can also take, or actually h4, ed5. It's not quite what I want. Okay, let's just keep it standard here. No need to get insane again. I'm up a game, so I don't. In theory, I don't need to win any more games. But plays rook e4. I will take. If he takes, I will just take. He'll take. I'll play bishop d5. And I'll trade. We'll trade. I'm slightly better here. He's got weaker pawns. Like rook e3, rook g3 looks pretty good. He's also got a weakness on a2. So long term, this is good for me. Whether I can win, I don't know. But it's definitely favorable. Let's play rook e3. g3, hit the pawn. Oh, but I gave him rook e1. Stupid. Although I do have a6. Yeah, actually I've got a6 and takes. Rook e7, so I take. Gonna be hard to and try a5. I'm gonna try a5. He'll take. I'll go rook a4 and take. 'Cause he's gonna lose c5. No reason not to try here because I can't lose this. I don't think. Because even if he wins a pawn, I can always get my king over pretty quickly. So, okay, I have to take. King b2. I guess rook a5 and takes. And there's just going to be a draw. Thank you to Ader Chess for 4 months. Thank you so much. Let's make a check. Yeah. Just another draw. Let's go again. He plays e6. I'll play something slow this time. Whoa, thank you Anonymous for gifting 50 subs to the channel. Thank you so much to Anonymous for the 50 gifted subs. Thank you so much, Anonymous. The rook d1. Plays queen c7. Now I know knight c3 is definitely a move here. Bishop g5 I believe is a move. Bishop e4 I think is also a move. But I'm going to play bishop d2 with knight c3. Queen e4 is also a move at some point to create threats against h7. Now he plays knight b4. I can just take and play knight c3. Bishop e4, what's he have? Wait. No, he doesn't have f5, so I can just take. If knight c2, I can play rook c1. I think he thought he had f5 takes knight f6, but then he just hangs a piece with bishop b4. Knight b4 is not the best move here. Okay, so takes. I mean, he can still play f5, but... Okay, bishop d7. I have a3. I also have knight c3. Do I play a3 first or knight c3 first? I think a3 looks logical, because knight c2, again, just rook c1 is very strong. Knight c3. If it takes, I take back. Pretty dry position. I'm going to play h4, maybe h5. Got knight g5 at some point. I think I'll play h5 here. And now bishop c2. Queen e4 is a big threat now. Huge threat, actually. Queen e4 threatens just a mate on the spot, almost. They can go rook e1, which makes sense because he doesn't really want to play an f6 type move. Rook c1 was also possible. Okay, queen e4, queen h7. Wait, what? What? What am I missing? He just loses a piece? This looks good enough just to force pieces off the board. That's game over. I just can't deny. All right, you guys, and with that win, I think we win the match 3-1.